the Margaret Hunt-Hill Bridge, and the state flag. And let's go.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center. And for Dallas, Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Doncic outside. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now, here's Marjanovic. From deep three-point range, Doncic kicks to Richardson. The drive by Doncic. 5 to shoot. Marjanovic, no good. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Foul, that's good.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. From deep. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other. Boy, having a hard time making shots, just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard from deep three-point land. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Powell. Doncic passes to Porzingis. To the middle. Here's Marjanovic. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Lillard scanning the floor. Shoots from the elbow. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now here's Porzingis. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, Kristaps Porzingis understands with his length and size, those are high percentage finishes. Nicely done.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Powell with the steal. On the wing, Hardaway. Outside, Redick. Inside, it's stolen by Anthony. And they're moving it up. Here's McCollum. Finished off the break.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Redick for three. And Cantor pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Brunson. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. Here's Powell, and he banks in the layup.
How about the skills of Dwight Powell down low? Hard for the defense to match up with his length.
20 seconds left to play here in the first. McCollum against Redick. Powell with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Finished off the break.
And he's shown he is a skilled big man. Powell can do a number of things for you there, finishing through contact on the drive.
Here's McCollum, and it's in there.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. When Damian Lillard's in the
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Burke in at the 2.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
And the dunk by Powell.
How about the ups of Dwight Powell? He's making these lobs look easy.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Here's Simons. Three-pointer. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. The Mavericks another fast break chance right here. Back to Burke. Dallas moving the ball around. 4-on-3 break. Here's Simons. Hardaway with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Puts the move on. Second shot opportunity. Powell against Anthony. Cantor, high post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They shoot again. And Anthony lays it in. Anthony's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
You know, you have to like the activity from your superstar. Anthony staying involved even off the basketball.
Burke, the pass to Brunson. Stolen by Cantor. Anthony kicks to Powell. Stolen by Brunson. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Burke with the ball. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Running it down their throats. 3 straight baskets there in transition.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's foul number 2 for him. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And McCollum with the block. Here's Covington. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas. Lillard with it, now guarded by Redick. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Doncic looking it over. There's the triple. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Oh, Covington in position. Porzingis with the steal. Redick against McCollum. It's deflected. Covington dishes to Lillard. Doncic with the steal. Here's Redick. Finished off the break. Redick's got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
So that'll be it for the first half. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground.
And as we get to this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Boban Marjanovic, he's really playing well.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Wow, that's the mobility of Porzingis, gliding in for the finish.
Trailblazers trail by 6. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Lays it up and banks it in. And it's an 8-point Dallas lead.
Oh, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
Doncic against Lillard. Good work there as it goes. 8 points for Lillard.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. And finished off by Nurkic.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And Doncic, here we go. And that one drops for him. Doncic has got 6.
Well, that's about decision-making and being comfortable in the pick and roll. For Luka, he's been there and done that.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Trailblazers trail by 6. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Kanter finds Powell. Now Nurkic, 6 to shoot. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Mavericks leading by 6. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. And here is Hardaway. Dallas moving it around. Redick for 3. A shot off that time.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Back to Brunson. And that one, good. Brunson's got his first points in this one.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Simons. Pass to Powell. From deep. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way, and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Trey Burke subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Boy, once Kanter establishes position on the interior, forget about it.
Redick surveying the D. Passes to Burke. Back to Redick. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Outside, Redick. No good with the triple.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the line for him here.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Cauley-Stein comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Burke. And then for the Trailblazers, McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Cauley-Stein finds Brunson. Now here's Powell. Down low, Cauley-Stein. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
And stolen by Richardson. That shot, no good. And we've reached the end of the third. Mavericks lead by 7. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Luka Doncic. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson, and it's Burke, and at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Makes it off the glass. Burke's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. It's Covington on the wing. Lillard outside. Up top, Covington. Headed by Porzingis. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Doncic with it. Top of the key, Porzingis. Doncic outside. Launches a three. And Marjanovic with the slam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Mavericks leading by 9. Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. Doncic outside. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Hardaway's checked in for Trey Burke. And Portland with a change here, too. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. The three for Doncic. The Mavericks rebound. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. The long distance three is buried.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Lillard against Doncic. Covington wide open. He fires. That one a little long for Dallas. They've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Misses the jumper, and they can't get anything on the break. Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Trailblazers trail by 12. Jones with it. Hardaway picks him up. Second chance shot. They get the rebound. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Scooped up. Back to Doncic. Shoots the three. Out to Porzingis. Hardaway with a wide open look. Dallas again missing. And for Portland, they're shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Over in the corner, Lillard. Outside, Covington. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Outside Hardaway. The pass to Doncic. To the inside. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. Shoots over Nurkic. Out to Hardaway. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Dallas.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
Lillard attacking. A putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Kicks it out to Covington. From outside, off the mark. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And so here is Dallas. Now here's Brunson. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to... Dressed in their finest, the Mavs as they came through the tunnel earlier on. Ready to give their faithful fans plenty to cheer about tonight. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Gordon. Monte Morris is out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. It's Najee in at the 4 slot. And for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis, Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Denver on D. 4-point game. And Doncic, here we go.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Morris against Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
Denver shooting their first free throws of this.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. Doncic outside. The three-pointer no good. Doncic has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Porter. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Doncic outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
And Porter has such great athleticism, able to get up and throw it down.
For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Richardson the pass to Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And the shot is good.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Pass to Najee. Outside, Porter. Jokic against Porzingis. Jokic passes to Porter and finished off by Porter.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there, one of his better qualities as a passing big.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Reddick comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Puts up a 3. No good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Cauley Stein, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Porzingis against Morris. Out to the right wing. And Cauley Stein over to help. Outside for Millsap. Off target with his three.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And there it is for him.
Athleticism on display in that particular play as Cauley Stein has some great mobility and drove in to get those points.
Pass to Green. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And Green slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis, and it's Burke in for J.J. Redick. Powell, the pass to Burke. Here's Brunson. Dallas again missing. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. 6-point lead. They kick it out to Green. Off target from three-point range. Dallas has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. That one falls.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
And the pass to Millsap. A three. They grabbed their own miss. And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And
Southwest, I mean, you need to
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Harrison, Paul Millsap out there with Green. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's McGee in at the center. Now here's Brunson. T right on him. Count that bucket. Brunson's got his third basket of the night.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Richardson, he's checked in for Burke. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Doncic against Porter. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Here's Doncic. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Doncic has got 6 points.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
Porter, no luck.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the in one, and this time they're not backing off.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Jokic. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
A different look for Denver. Gordon's checked in for Millsap. And Monte Morris subbed in for Harrison. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Porzingis.
The long arms of Gordon lead to that basket. Aaron does a nice job just staying active on the defensive end.
The Mavericks trailing. Here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Morris looking over the floor. Pass to Jokic. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Dallas making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Was shot by Redick. No good. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
The kick out to Porter. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Jokic. Now it's a 6-point Nugget lead.
And they continue to control the glass.
Richardson the pass to Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. Jokic grabs the miss. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Gordon. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got the lead up to 8 now for Denver.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Up top, Doncic. Guarded by Porter. And it's Doncic missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's Green with the jam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. No one near Doncic. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Denver had no problems getting going. Amped up and ready off the tip, they immediately went on an 11-4 run. And
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Trey Burke is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Powell in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's foul number 2 for him. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. Dallas on defense. They trail by 6. And a wide open look for Porter. That 3 off the mark. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Powell. It's rebounded by Najee. Haji's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Porter. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in. Free throw good. Porter.
One thing about Porter Jr. you talked about is consistency, and that is just not on the floor. It's about his health and availability to his team so he can show off the multi-talented game he does have.
Powell kicks to Hardaway. Powell, the pass to Hardaway. Basket counts.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
The Nuggets leading by 7.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Powell dishes to Cauley Stein. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And that one's good. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Harrison, and stolen by Richardson. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Doncic.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And here's Millsap on the arc. Denver the rebound. Jokic passes to Gordon. Goes up again, and Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got 12.
Well, Jokic is big, Jokic is long, and he does a great job there of corralling that ball and taking advantage of his length.
And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. The 3 for Doncic. That shot misses, and it's Denver the other way. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. That one good for 2. And now a 7-point Nugget lead. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Beyond the arc. He can't get it to go.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Kicks the Bull. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bull's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And Doncic, here we go. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Bull. For Dallas, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Mavericks making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Mavericks trail by 5. Inside, here's Finney-Smith, and Bull pulls it down. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And McGee kicks to Green. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Richardson doing a good job of weaseling his way inside. I like seeing him work that floater in from time to time.
Passes it to McGee. Porzingis with the steal. And here comes the break. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Richardson gets a wide open look. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
To the paint. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And it's now only a 1-point Denver lead.
Not slowing Richardson down right now. Even when you rough him up, he's still finding ways to use his quickness and score the basketball.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Nuggets lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Harrison out there with Porter. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then it's Aaron Gordon. It's Najee in at the 4 spot.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Cauley Stein comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Campazzo. Nice D from Doncic.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Trey Burke.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open. They are just killing them on the interior.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Campazzo banked in off the glass.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Out to Porzingis to take the lead. The shot misses. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And Green gets it to go. Now it's a 4-point Denver lead.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
A different look for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Hardaway with it. Now defended by Jokic. Back to Powell. Over Gordon. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nuggets leading by 4. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they kept the defense off balance. Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Brunson finds Porzingis. Back to Brunson. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. They've led by as many as 11 points. Melly is checked in for the Mavericks. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. To the middle. Here's Najee. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Here's Brunson. They get it back.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his third foul of the game. Porter against Redick.
Well, the instincts there shown by J.J. Redick, pretty remarkable, doing everything to annoy his man. Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Runs in the pass to Redick. Up and in on the layup. Redick's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Here's Porter. Off target at the rim. An average trail by 6. Here's Melly. Up again. Morris with the rebound. It's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Dallas now running out of time. Doncic looking it over. And Doncic throws it down.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Morris, no good. The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Richardson, no luck. The Nuggets on offense.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Doncic left side. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways. Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive. A terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
Marjanovic against Morris. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
The 3 for Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
From deep three-point range. No good there.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Morris. After Luka Doncic's miss, and that one's good, Leonard. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotation.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
And it's Doncic missing.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Morris into the lane. George. Porzingis with the rebound.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
It's hauled in by Beverley. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I love the patience Beverley has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Stolen by George. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And here's Leonard from 3. It's good from long range. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Beverley against Richardson. And Beverley kicks to Cousins. Lays it up off the glass.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead. And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverley is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Here's Cousins. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Cousins has got his 2nd basket of the game.
I like this. DeMarcus does a great job of getting involved off the pick and roll, and we know he can finish.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here's Beverley, and there's the pass to Cousins. Oh, wow!
And that's just showing off. DeMarcus with the creativity plus the thunderous force.
Richardson finds Doncic. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Cousins. He has 6. Nobody near George. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Morris against Kleba. And here's Richardson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Yep, that one goes.
And with Josh Richardson, they love his size in the backcourt and his mobility. He moves extremely well.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. A different look for the Clippers. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Shoots over Powell. The shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
And And if you let the little guy get airborne before you slide over to block him out, he can and will embarrass you on the boards.
Now, here's Zubats. Batum with the three. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And that one is hammered home.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Rondo kicks to Zubats. Pass to Mann. Back to Zubats. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. He's certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay.
And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action after this word. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Powell is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Redick in at the shooting guard. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Kennard, the pass to Batum. Pass to Zubats. The second effort. And the layup is good. Zubats has got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Brunson the pass to Powell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. Those are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it. Here's Hardaway. Powell dishes to Hardaway. Redick for 3. Got a hand on it. Here's Powell. It's hauled in by Zubats.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Batum. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Batum's got 5.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Brunson kicks to Cauley Stein. Brunson, no good. Los Angeles leading by 10.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
They get it back. Here's Powell. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
On the wing, Batum. Guarded by Powell. Jackson against Brunson. Jackson passes to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
The playmaking of Reggie. A work in progress, but looking good right there.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Last year, 90%, and he was right there among the best in the league with that percentage.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Here's Doncic. And the rejection by Cousins.
He is so reliable. DeMarcus making a play and making it look easy.
And it goes down 2 points. Rondo's got his first basket.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
And if you don't, they keep finding the matchup every time up the floor.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. A finish, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Because of George's strong defensive instincts, he's able to consistently disrupt opponents.
Down low, Batum with the steal. And here we go again. The Clippers on the break. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Finney Smith. No good, unable to end this run. Clippers leading by 16. And Rondo gets it to go on the assist by Batum. Rondo's got 4 points in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And it's Cousins with the foul. That's his first foul. Marcus Morris has checked in for Los Angeles. So it's the Mavericks now. Porzingis passes to Kleber. Porzingis, great positioning on the putback.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Morris kicks to Rondo. Passes it to Cousins. Over Porzingis. Snatched up. Here's Rondo. And there's the feed to Cousins. A second chance effort. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Cousins has got 8 points.
You see the feel from DeMarcus Cousins, tracking down the miss, then making good on a second chance opportunity.
And so it's the loss. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They are in control of this game. Up by. And that does it for our half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot.
Showing why he's an elite talent. Porzingis making difficult physical finishes look effortless.
The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Out to Morris. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. And George, here we go. The pass to Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Pushes it quickly, and he gets something before the defense can set up. Richardson's a good finisher in transition.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. On the wing, Morris. Here's Cousins. Leonard attacking, and good that time. And that's 11 points for Leonard.
Driving with a purpose. Leonard shakes off the hit, maintains focus, count it.
Here's Doncic. The offensive rebound for Porzingis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Dallas shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
Here's Brunson. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's off from 3-point range. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Brunson, good.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. He dishes it to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
Jackson against Brunson. Out to Hardaway. Back to Redick. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Nicolo Melli comes in for Porzingis. And Trey Burke subbed in for J.J. Redick. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubac. Mavericks trail by 17. Here's Brunson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brunson's got his 2nd bucket. LA's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. 1:09 left to play here in the 3rd. Over to the left wing. Here's Mann, guarded by Hardaway. Mann gets the bucket.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
From past the arc, Brunson, good. Brunson's got 7 points for the quarter.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
The drive by Jackson. Here's Batum. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Burke. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Jackson against Brunson. The tray. The putback, and Leonard stays with it. Leonard's got 18 points.
With hands wider than the dimensions of the basketball, Kawhi able to control it with ease.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Kleba, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Cousins dishes to Morris. Outside for Rondo. Just 3 to shoot. Let's go. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Finney Smith gets it to go.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
Clippers leading by 18. Back to Beverly. Clippers moving the ball around. And here's Leonard from 3. Offensive rebound. Out to Morris. Here's the 3. Tips it up. Cousins on the follow. Cousins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The 3 for Doncic. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Cousins, the pass to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. He's off on that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Porzingis with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Up the floor. Kleba with the bucket.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Doncic throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
The drive by Rondo. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Finney Smith, defended by Beverly. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Clippers.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
Dallas making a switch here. Redick is checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. George is checked in. And it's Rondo penetrating. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Doncic, no good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Cousins.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Porzingis with the ball, guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. The shot, no good. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Kicks it out to Leonard. This one for three. That shot missing. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Richardson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
He's comfortable attacking in the painted area. Josh Richardson is using his size to make it look easy.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And stolen by Richardson. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Poor defensive effort. Can't stop Richardson from scoring, then compounds the situation with the foul.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win. And David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. The Dallas Mavericks arriving at the building earlier today. A bustle.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Short a rotation player. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward.
Oh yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Lillard attacking. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Here's Doncic after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Pass to McCollum for 3. And no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Porzingis with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Big man coming through. Love whenever Porzingis puts his head down and just charges hard towards the basket.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Lillard scanning the floor. Count that one. Nurkic has got his second basket.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. To the right side. Richardson outside. Clock at 6. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They've come out the locker room. His eye. 4 for 4 to start tonight.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. There's the feed to Nurkic. Passes it to Powell. Now McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
And the pass to Marjanovic. Outside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Back to Lillard, fires for 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Here is Lillard, still looking for his first bucket in this one. The 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Richardson with it. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. They get it again. Pass to Finney Smith. Back to Doncic. Fires from deep. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
I'm just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Then for the Mavericks, Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Catching up on the changes for Portland. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And then for Dallas, Cauley Stein comes in for Porzingis. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. That one goes. Count it.
You have to admire the assertiveness. Cantor not even thinking about it. He's just firing off the catch.
Stolen by McCollum. Anthony, the pass to Jones, and stolen by Reddick. Cauley-Stein finds Brunson. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Portland trailing here. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Passes to Simons. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Lets the three fly. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Simons. Here's McCollum. And the layup's good off the glass.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the one spot. Here's McCollum. The Mavericks making the shot. This is to Kanter. Pass to Simons. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 5 on the clock. From deep. Unable to get that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Powell kicks to Burke. Powell dishes to Cauley-Stein. Shooting foul as the whistle. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Powell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The shot's good from Kanter.
Oh, nice touch from the mid-range. You give Kanter this shot, he's happy to take it.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Brunson against Jones. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. He feeds it to Kanter. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Mavericks trail by 3. Now Brunson out to Hardaway. It's stolen by Jones. And now Portland on the break. And the dunk by Powell.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Now here's Brunson. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Enes Kanter. And Robert Covington subbed in for Jones.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Now here's Nurkic. 6 points for him.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Lillard. That one off the back iron and out. Portland leading, and even 3-on-3 break. And he's going up for the alley-oop and the dunk by Powell.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way. That they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. There's the dish to Nurkic. Porzingis with the steal. Powell against Richardson. Here's Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And there's the pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. Kicks to Powell. Back to McCollum. Doncic with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
And here's McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in. McCollum's got it all tied up now for Portland.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And the first half comes to a close. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the... Well, he's been an elite scorer for so long in the league. And that does it for our...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Marjanovic. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at small forward. Here's Lillard. After Luka Doncic's bucket. Lillard attacking. Here's Powell. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Powell's got 6.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Richardson outside. On the wing, Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Covington against Marjanovic. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't miss words, and I'm glad he's back to play.
And the dunk by Powell.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Finney Smith. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Marjanovic. Passes it to Doncic. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's foul number 2 for him. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. Then for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Powell with the steal. Here's Richardson. He gets that one. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Well, there's the toughness and grit of Richardson, absorbing a lot of contact and powering through it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Then for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein. He's checked in for Porzingis. Burke comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And the Mavericks with possession here after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And that one's good. Burke. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
And look at Kanter rise up. Good anticipation for the big man to go for the alley.
And 1:01 left in the third. Burke, the pass to Cauley-Stein. Powell finds Brunson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Kanter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Simons. Burke covering. Out to Anthony. Pass to Lillard. Feeds to Kanter. Shoots over Powell. Kanter's shot is off. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. The lead is 2. Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Lillard with it. To the inside. That's tipped. Kanter kicks to Lillard. Back to Kanter. And there's Lillard on the assist from Enes Kanter.
It's tough. When I think of Dame, that's the first word that comes up. Show him why on that.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Mavericks lead by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Doncic passes to Richardson. Doncic against Powell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Robert Covington's checked in for Enes Kanter. Portland trailing here. Here's Anthony. He kicks it to Nurkic. Chalk up 2 there.
Tough to guard in these screen and rolls. I mean, I love how Nurkic positions himself and gets creative in these situations.
Up top, Doncic. And the shot goes in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Here's McCollum. And he makes good on the layup.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The Mavericks shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. The drive by Doncic. And he banks in the layup. Doncic has got 20.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. The Mavericks leading. Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard against Doncic. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Good. Nurkic has got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
Yeah, and at this stage, that's just what you need to do. You got to get those high percentage looks.
Richardson against McCollum. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
It takes a lot to shake Richardson's focus. He's adept at absorbing the hit and finishing the play.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now Lillard. There's the pass to Covington. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to McCollum. Richardson against Powell. Just 4 to shoot. Lillard from outside. Mavericks with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And it's Dallas with another.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Gotta admire the passion Lillard plays, but he knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
Mavericks leading by 5. Richardson outside. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Bucket is good. Richardson's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Lillard with the bucket.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going on.
Doncic against Lillard. Unloads from 9. Richardson, no luck.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Lillard, that's
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
Doncic feeling it out. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Nobody near Nurkic. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Now, this is what you want from Nurkic. A fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Lillard against Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Nurkic with the steal.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they're just in reach now, but if they fail to execute, this could be it.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
You can't fail to protect the ball. That's the likely result. Those types of turnovers.
Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
The defensive awareness, the timing. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. From Port. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
Here we go.
And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Kicks it out to McCollum. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. So they take the lead. Powell's got the first basket here in overtime for Portland.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
Anthony's checked in for Portland. The Mavericks also with a sub. Powell's checked in.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
It's McCollum on the wing. He dishes it to Kanter. That one, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Doncic. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Doncic has got 28.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Lillard dishes to Kanter, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. We're just over a minute into overtime here. Doncic passes to Powell. The shot's good. Powell's got his first points of the game.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
The feed now to McCollum. Powell with the bounce pass. Passes it to Lillard. Back to McCollum. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Powell with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. McCollum against Doncic. Anthony kicks to McCollum. It is now to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Inside. Kanter. Second chance effort. And foul on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Covington's checked in. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Trey Burke comes in for Richardson. Doncic right side. Burke the pass to Doncic. Porzingis at the elbow. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Goes up off the inbound. Doncic, no good. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game pass. Back to Lillard. It's Covington on the wing. Lillard outside. It's good.
Pressure doesn't get to Lillard. In fact, you can argue these situations bring out the best of him.
The three for Doncic. Misses the three.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And so the big win by all right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A beautiful skyline of depth. Seeing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Marjanovic, Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, Michael Porter's out there with Monte Morris. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. It's Najee in at the power forward.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Doncic looking it over. Offensive rebound. Porzingis on the follow.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up. That's why he's boarding it well.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots. But center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kev. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5. Because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Right side, Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure. And the offense, I mean, 3 or 4, a solid start for this game.
From the game, so early offensively they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Morris. The Mavericks making the shot. The pass to Gordon and stolen by Richardson. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break, and they pick up 2. Doncic has got 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Morris. Najee controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Najee's got his second bucket. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's Doncic. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Morris. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And they'll keep possession. Fires from deep. Morris, no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And now, here comes Gordon leading the break, and he makes that one.
And although he's 6'9", Gordon runs and sprints like a much smaller man. He's got gazelle-like form and speed in transition.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Morris against Doncic. Morris passes to Jokic. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Jokic fully capable of knocking down the mid-range jumper. Tremendous confidence from here. You got to D him up better than that.
Now, here's Doncic. 10 points for him. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Powell comes in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Well, you look at Luka Doncic, and it's clear. He's got the entire package, a full repertoire, especially at the offensive end.
Pass to Millsap. Dishes it to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
All free throws good from Doncic.
There's an awful lot to like about Doncic, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding him.
And they're pushing it up. Hardaway with a wide open look. Good on the triple.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Marjanovic comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Cauley-Stein comes in for Marjanovic. And Trey Burke subbed in for Luka Doncic. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Campazzo, Brunson covering. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Campazzo.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
The shot's good from McGee. Brunson kicks to Burke. With 1 on the clock. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
1 eye on the rim, 1 eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Powell is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Trey Burke. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Cauley Stein in at center.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Here's Harrison. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's Millsap with the drive, and Millsap steals it in.
Listen up now, watch out. That's how you go after the basket. Millsap driving hard and punching it home.
And an intentional foul right there. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Now here's Burke. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Shot clock at 5. Hardaway dishes to Powell. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Goes back up, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Richardson in for Burke. The Nuggets trail by 14. Campazzo, Richardson cover. Campazzo, it's tipped.
Richardson showing you his defensive anticipation there with the block shot.
It's Hardaway with the drive. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. Here's Green. That one goes in.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Mavericks leading by 12. Richardson right side. Lets it go from deep. Dallas, no good that time either. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. The drive by Green. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Richardson with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Hardaway passes to Cauley Stein. Outside for Redick. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
That cuts the lead to single digits.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Richardson, good.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Nuggets.
Campazzo, Richardson covering. There's 1:40 left in the first half. It's good on the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Finney-Smith. Following the basket by JaVale McGee. Redick with the 3. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 5 rebounds tonight, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Then for the Mavericks, Zinkis, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for J.J. Redick. And here they go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness. But also, he's got a quiet physicality to him, and he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
Now, here is Morris. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got 21.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
Morris into the lane. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Dallas leading by 10. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Doncic. Here's Porzingis. But he gets it back. Back to Doncic. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Marjanovic, no good. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Najee. Oh, that was terrific.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 21 points. Win or lose. And that'll do it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver. Morris is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And there's Gordon. It's Najee in at the 4 slot.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Porzingis. And foul on the and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Count the basket. Najee's got 10 points.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Passes it to McGee. On the wing, Green. Shot clock at 6. For the tie. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Out in his own on the break. Here's Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Brunson, good. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. To the middle. Green inside. Burke covering. And he gets the bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And it's Burke with the ball for the Mavericks. Pass to Cauley-Stein. He dishes it to Powell. Back to Cauley Stein. Powell in the high post. Now the pass to Burke. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Outside for Millsap. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
I like the fact that McGee not just going through the motions here. I mean, setting a good solid screen, timing his roll perfectly. That's basketball 101 there.
Pass to Powell. 1:11 left here in the third quarter. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
McGee on the double team. Powell the pass to Cauley Stein. Kicks it to Burke. Green with the rebound. Here's Denver now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Count it.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Here's Brunson. It's deflected, but they recover it. And yes, it's good. Burke's got 6 points. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Campazzo. Brunson covering. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. 12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Morris looking over the floor. Lays it up off the glass. Morris has got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
1 second left. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. The Nuggets on top. They finish off the third quarter with a huge surge. An 18-6 run. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. We've got Josh Richardson. Bogdanovic is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
You know, guys, when I look at KP, I think he's got the talent to be a franchise player. As long as he stays healthy, I think he'll be a force in the league for a while.
Morris passes to Najee. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, you know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their game. Deadly from the mid-range.
Now Morris. Pass to Najee. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Doncic. To the wing on the left. Marjanovic kicks to Richardson.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Millsap has the open look. Another shot. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Pass to Najee. Now here's Gordon. Outside, Porter takes a three, and he's good on the three ball. Porter's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
And that one is good. Doncic has got 25 points in the game.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Millsap's against Doncic. Porter passes to Jokic, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Jokic has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide-open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Doncic. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Jokic is running. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Najee passes to Porter and finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
The three for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver and finished off by Porter.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power. Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Off they go on a 3-on-1 play. Richardson for 3. Porter pulls it in. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Richardson attacking. And he gets it to go.
Richardson, he's a physical guard now. This guy's got good strength. And he powers through physical contact and capitalizes it.
Doncic against Millsap. Lock at 6. Shoots from the elbow. Denver with a new 14. Jokic against Porzingis. Porter passes to Jokic. Goes back up. Nice D from Porzingis.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And it's good for 2.
Boy, you look at Porzingis. This guy is very skilled, and you give him those kind of looks, he'll cash in all day long.
And here's Millsap. So the Nuggets win it. It was a fantastic ball game. Thank you, David. Great interview one. Our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming through the and they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Redick in at the 3. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Doncic, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Doncic. Excellent D there from George. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Down low. Kicks it out to Leonard. His 3-pointers off the mark.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, you have got to love the energy Paul George is playing with. Throws the hammer down.
Doncic against George. And Doncic gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's George after Luka Doncic's bucket, and it's George finishing it off.
How about the dribble drive ability of Paul George, the quick handles for a guy his size.
Here's Dallas, trailing by 4. George against Doncic. They get the rebound, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
George looking over the floor. And stolen by Richardson. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, Doncic's terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish.
George against Doncic. George passes to Cousins. Outside for George. And he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 8 points.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Outside, Porzingis puts up a 3. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Beverley. The shot's good on the assist by George. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor jumper. You look at a young man like John Morant.
and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Here's Beverly after Luka Doncic's bucket. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Richardson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Leonard. 2 points. That one goes.
What a smooth-looking release from Kawhi Leonard. Doing work in the mid-range. That is his comfort zone.
And it's Cousins with the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Brunson finds Cauley Stein. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Cousins. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, nice finish. DeMarcus has the ability to absorb contact and still make the play.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Rondo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's Brunson. You can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Cousins. Kennard for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Clippers right now, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's man in at the 3 slot.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts are spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
It's good. Beverly's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
High post shot. They get it back.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now here's Beverly. On the wing, Batum. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Mavericks trail by 6. Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Brunson. Cauley Stein in the post. He's guarded by Cousins. Sinks the three-pointer. Finney-Smith's got 5 now.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Beverly with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Cauley Stein against Kennard. Cousins, no good. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. It's a 3-point game. Here's Finney-Smith. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac has checked in for DeMarcus Cousins, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Batum, and the dunk by Batum.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's CLA Stein after the basket by Los Angeles. The game now all-time. Richardson's got his second basket of the game.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Jackson against Richardson. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
To the left wing. CLA Stein kicks to Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Outside, Batum. The pass to Zubac. Outside for Batum. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Zubac. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Dallas has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Now, here's Zubac. To the inside. The shot's good from Kennard.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Richardson attacking. Kennard with the rebound. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Richardson.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic checked in for CLA Stein. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Burke, he's checked in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for Josh Richardson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Outside for Rondo. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock, and they double up Doncic. Paul George with the steal. Down low, here's Morris. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. The drive by Redick. And a missed layup. Morris looking over the floor. Here's Leonard. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Good at staying with his man. Love watching Redick hustle and just make a difference on that end.
And so it's Los Angeles. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 8 points, and for the Clippers. And that should do it with the second.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. J.J. Redick is out there with Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the point guard.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
And the dunk by Doncic.
If he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
Leonard against Redick. Leonard dishes to Cousins. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 7 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's George. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
And Doncic, here we go. And no good that time. Excellent D there from George. Marjanovic against Beverly. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Doncic against George. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. The second chance effort. Basket good. He's got 14.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Kicks it to Morris. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. Brunson with a clean look. Morris with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 7. And Morris throws it down.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 14 over Morris. They grabbed their own miss. Can't hit that one. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Patrick Beverly. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Richardson in for Doncic. Mavericks trailed by 14. Pass to Finney-Smith. And 1:01 left to play in the third. The shot by Powell, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And it's blocked. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. And Los Angeles with some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for George. The Mavericks also with a sub. Burke, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Burke, the pass to Powell. Back to Burke. And nothing is falling for him right now. Clippers leading by 16. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson passes to Zubac. Knocked away. Here's Finney-Smith. 7 points in the game.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Here's Hardaway. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Los Angeles with an 18-point lead as the... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Jackson is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Zubac in at the 5, down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital.
Here's Burke following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Here's Richardson, and the rejection by Zubac. Foul, that's good. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Rondo passes to Kennard. Back to Rondo. Pass to Zubac. That shot off. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Rondo with the steal. Jackson with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. Shoots. Here's Zubac. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Clippers leading by 17. Jackson has the open look. Los Angeles with another miss. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
Now here's Rondo to the paint. And Batum with the basket on the assist by Rondo.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Burke finds Hardaway. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. No good with the layup. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Kennard, the pass to Rondo. Clippers moving the ball around to the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. Zubac. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Mavericks trailed by 21. Burke, the pass to Finney-Smith. Rebound by the Clippers. Batum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And a miss there on the triple.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Richardson, no luck.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Rondo against Hardaway. Zubac kicks to Rondo. Kennard with the ball to the middle. Zubac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he makes the first. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Powell. Marjanovic comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Trey Burke. He's perfect from the line this time. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Batum.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. It's good.
How about the shot mechanics of your 7-footer? Kristaps Porzingis is efficient in catch and shoot.
40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside for Batum. Passes to Zubac. Nice move. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
But they get it back. And with the rebound. Now Patterson. And the pass to Zubac. There's the dish to Rondo. Here's Mann. Back to Rondo. From deep three-point range, the putback.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.